銀河の覇権をかけて争われる一大イベント。
The best part of Gran Chaser for the Sega Saturn is the story, which I just made up. Let's see, we've got a guy who's inspired by Rick Hunter to grow a giant mullet, and after several dozen alien eyeball and tequila cocktails, steals a cop car showing off his driving skills, which then gets him hired for a racing team in a futuristic death race.
流行る気持ちを抑えながら、俺とナードは準備のため、早速練習コースへと向かった。
It's rich character development and writing like this, which is missing from so many video games today. Because just driving in a driving game is boring, but knowing that you're racing for a purpose, to pay this guy's legal fees after his DUI, gives Gran Chaser more substance and meaning than your average racing game. If you fail, he goes to jail, thanks to the alien eyeball and tequila cocktail. Whoa, watch those walls. I think he's still feeling those alien eyeball and tequila cocktails. Those things are dangerous. It's that light citrus flavor. They go down way too easy.
Lap 2.
You know, this game's not bad. Gran Chaser from 1995 for the Sega Saturn. The North American release is titled Cyber Speedway, but the plot is probably different. I'll tell you, I think this game would have been awesome in 1995 or 1996. Sadly, these days, it's a game that has not aged well, and I hate to use that cliche term, but it's applicable for many games released in about 1995, which feel more dated than games released in 1980. But it does have green alien women, always a good thing. This is your basic futuristic racing game, where you compete against enemies using both skill and brute force. An excellent concept, and overall this game is made quite well. It's just that it has that 1995 choppy polygon style. If you can look beyond that, Gran Chaser, or Cyber Speedway, has some pretty cool art design. In fact, the ships were designed by Syd Mead, who designed other memorable vehicles like the original Tron light cycles and the spinner from Blade Runner. Most people will agree the Sega Saturn is not really the game console of choice for these kinds of games. It's far better for 2D style games, but also other titles like Fatal Inertia and the excellent Hydro Thunder Hurricane do it better. Futuristic hyper-speed driving games are better with futuristic hyper-powerful hardware. It's really that simple. So while Gran Chaser or Cyber Speedway shows its age, the game is actually quite fun and playable. Unfortunately, you can't really enjoy the creative ship designs. They're actually more fun to look at in the packaging. The fact is, the graphics in Gran Chaser really aren't that great, and while graphics don't make the gameplay because the controls in the game are kind of cool, because the ship in the game has a bizarre, wonky feel to it, it's hard to see past the choppy visuals in this one, even if the controls are pretty good. It's also hard to see past this alien. Dude, you look like someone threw up on your head. Gran Chaser is your basic, straightforward, futuristic death race style driving game. If you think this looks cool, it kind of is. You can certainly find a copy out there very, very affordably. Gran Chaser or Cyber Speedway. I have to thank Mohammed in Qatar once again for donating an awesome game that I've never heard of. If you think this looks cool but want to play a game that's like a newer version, check out Fatal Inertia or Hydro Thunder Hurricane. Am I being warned about something? I'm not sure. Hey, it's Gran Chaser. It's the future where you race to pay off your legal fees after a night out. If that doesn't make you want to buy this game, then far less than 6 degrees of separation from Tron and Blade Runner certainly do. Gran Chaser! Just be careful around alien eyeball and tequila cocktails. They're serious, serious drinks.